Yeah, hi everyone, French Thinny Fry Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it is time for a review of the new Gavin Dance album, Afterburner. This is the newest full-length LP from post-hardcore and math rock outfit Gavin Dance. They are now on their 9th album and 15th year, and over that course of time the band has proven to have some pretty impressive staying power. Though personally the band's saccharine, progressive, and dizzying brand of post-hardcore never really spoke to me for as long as I've known about them. I made that much known when I did a review of Gavin Dance's 2015 record, Instant Gratification. The response to my review on that one was pure pandemonium. Really, I just found the album to be incredibly grating and needlessly busy. Look, I do love a lot of early math rock, but I don't see what this very gimmicky guitar wankery brings to this semi-sweet post-hardcore sound. Not only that, but I couldn't really get into the band's vocal dynamics either. Hardcore screams set against soaring cleans is a pretty tried and true formula at this point, but Gavin Dance's insistence on infusing the cleanly sung vocals with like this angelic level of sterility is just so tacky to my ears. I also can't help but roll my eyes when the band suddenly breaks into a watered down take on another genre that's outside of their usual wheelhouse. Wow, let's do a hip hop verse. Ooh, some funky licks. Now look, in Gavin Dance's defense, they did tone down a lot of that silliness on their 2016 record, Mothership, which in my opinion is actually one of Gavin Dance's better and more tasteful releases. And while I wasn't as crazy about it, I did think their 2018 follow-up, Artificial Selection, was relatively low BS as well. The math rock guitars actually flow a lot more coherently on this one. Many of the hooks actually pop, and on top of it, the singing as well feels a bit more organic. The cleans balance out a lot better with the screams. I did see this album as a big improvement on Instant Gratification when it dropped, but it did take me a while to really appreciate how much better it is than many other albums in their discography too. To be honest though, I was hesitant to say anything overly negative about this LP the year that it dropped because so many fans hated the Instant Gratification review for obvious reasons. I just felt that my take, they would have gotten nothing out of it anyway. But still, for whatever reason, I have gotten a lot of requests from fans to talk about DGD's new LP over here, and morbid curiosity got the better of me as well. And I admit, I was a little disappointed, because I was hoping the band would come to an even greater sense of maturity and fluidity in their songs post-Mothership, but it seems they are actually just up to their old tricks again on Afterburner. For one, the cleans somehow sound even more processed than they ever were in the past right now, to the point where they come off almost alien. Look at the vocal harmonies on One in a Million. It's like I'm listening to Fleet Foxes, but if the vocals were all like synthetically generated AIs. And once again, we get a lot of soulless math leads that sound like random calculations of tonal nonsense. To be fair, these are not all over the album, but it's literally the first sound you hear when you hit play on the thing. This type of guitar work colors numerous tracks on this record, sometimes hanging in the background, sometimes working as a transitional point like on Strawberry's Wake. And once more we get a lot of ridiculous and unflattering genre excursions where the band sounds like a fish out of water, like on Calentamiento Global, which is an attempt at a Latin and post-hardcore blend. Which might be tolerable if not for the weirdly chipmunk background vocals sounding obnoxious as hell. Yeah, it's pretty gimmicky. And some of the rapping returns as well on the closing track where you can actually hear some trap beats. Yes! I wanted some trap on this, and I got some trap. I really got some trap. Climb that ladder, ass don't matter. Drip Mad Hatter, watch it burn. Cutting Zans in a space station. Also those funky synth-back passages on Parody Catharsis. And what is that vocal break? I got a leg up, I killed the whole game and now I'm fed up. And with those soaring clean vocals with the don't wanna be a shoulder to cry on. Don't turn the light on, don't tell me your name, what in holy Linkin Park is this? Even more perplexing than this is the hook on the track 3 Wishes. Multiple stab wounds, yeah! Which seems a little overly dramatic for a song that is about like a relationship falling apart. Some groovy alt-rock bass, fuzzy garage guitars, and a middle section that sounds like some watered-down Portugal the Man are just some of the disparate ideas that make up the total mess that is Parallels. It's like we're trying to transition on this one as quickly as we can from one half-hearted idea to the next. So in these respects, unfortunately, the band hasn't really improved on Afterburner. But that's not to say that there aren't some highlights on here. There kind of are. Though I would much rather prefer to listen to any number of amazing Screamo bands that I've talked about on this channel over the years. Many of the Screamo passages on this record aren't all that bad. I would also say the chorus on Lyrics Lie pops pretty well too. It was real nice to meet you. Hope you learned what I had to teach you. Not to mention the synced up riffs and double bass drums between the hooks are pretty thunderous and heavy, visceral. Structurally, I would say this is one of the more coherent songs on the album too. Night Sway stands out as maybe being the heaviest track on the entire record. The riffs are pretty bassy and massive, and that opening is just killer. And you have to kind of admire the seething hatred radiating off of the lyrics on Born to Fail. Maybe I'm not deep enough into the Dance Gavin Dance lore. I don't know what kind of scenester beef has caused the lyrics on this track, but they are petty, yes, but also pretty gutsy to be called out this fucking hard. Damn! Look, overall, I felt this album was not nearly as hard to stand as Instant Gratification, but the band's upward trajectory they were building on Mothership, I feel like has very much crumbled under the weight of Afterburner, unfortunately. Feeling a strong 3 to a light 4 on this one. Transition, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like, please subscribe, and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Dance Gavin Dance, forever.